Hello everyone, this is Nemesis with another video review. This is of course another part of the Siege on Cybertron box set. This is the Deluxe class Metalhawk. And yes, as you can see, he is actually pretty much a straight repaint of Triggerhappy. I mean, there's no remolding here like Misfire. He is literally just a straight repaint. Still mostly blue, but a different shade of blue. The Triggerhappy was a much darker shade of blue. This is a much more vibrant blue, I guess we call a Optimus Prime shade of blue. And there's of course the red and the gold and the very darkish gold, maybe not quite coppery, but a goldish color of sorts, a goldish brown, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, it's actually a pretty good little mode, of course, as before. It's Triggerhappy. I love Triggerhappy. So this flight mode this jet mode is really nice looking. I really like it. The ridiculous amount of guns. I mean, you got the 4 cannons here, and then you got the 2 little guns on the wings. You got red wings. This is all paint, thankfully. No stickers here. Yeah, no stickers. So, you got blue and white stripes in the wings with all Autobot symbols, and it's a red canopy with another Autobot symbol. Nice little silver detailing. I like the silver on the, I guess, thrusters, and right here on this thing, the little red bits of paint on the tail fins. It's just actually pretty nice. It makes it work. I mean, the gold, got golds and stuff kind of weirdly placed just for the sake of the robot mode, but it actually kind of makes it work a little bit. It's your mileage may vary depending on what you like, but the golds and stuff work really well and stuff. And it's a really nice translucent reddish cockpit here for this as well. So it's a nice little deco. I don't see any real major problems with him paint wise. I don't see anything wrong with that. Just it's a nice deco, and of course he has landing gear, which you can flip up like that. And of course the cockpit opens just like before. There's a little Titan Master in there. I don't know his name, but unfortunately, this does not have the trend that we've been seeing of painted Titan Master. Once again, no paint on the Titan Master body. It's just gray and blue, unfortunately. And the gray has a tendency to kind of eat detail. And there's a face there, but again, just blue. No paint, unfortunate. But that's how it is, I guess. A little unfortunate there. That's how things are. But anyway, transformation. I'm not going to go super step by step because I already did this one. If you want to see that, go see the Triggerhappy review. It should be probably up here, hopefully, if I remember to do that part. But yeah, transformation real quick. Take those guns off. Separate the wings out, then both parts. Unclip the back legs, unclip the nose. Flip that around. Gonna move this up a little bit. Unfold the legs, clip it into place up here, rotate at the waist, pull that down, bring the arms down, clip into place, clip in really solidly on this. You can hear that click. It's a real nice click. Separate the legs, unfold the feet, they'll fold and do flat as usual. Fold the wings back, fold the cannons up, fold the hands out, they'll click into place, which is nice. You can stand them up. Of course, take the Titan Master, fold him in half, and plug it in. This one, I'm noticing, Titan Master isn't super cooperative, but you'll eventually get in if you're patient. It keeps trying to spin around. I've been having that problem with several figures now. It's just Titan Master does not want to go in properly. It's just, wow, this is not. There we go. Okay, got it. He went in eventually, but took a lot longer than it should have. There you go. It's Metalhawk. And again, it's a nice looking robot mode. I do like this mold a lot. It's a really nice mold. The color scheme, though, of course, is very different from Triggerhappy. And, of course, he's got his guns, which you can put in his hands, as you want to do. Put in his hands, or, like Triggerhappy, you can fold the hands back in and fold the cannons back out if you really want to. And, of course, these guns can also go together. And the Titan Master can sit in. I'm not going to show that because, well, we don't need to. Everyone knows about that by now. Here's Triggerhappy. Focus a little bit better. And you can see, exact same mold. You see the difference between the shades of blue here much, see much brighter blue, and the silver versus the copper, and this is more overall, just much bluer color scheme versus this has more colors overall. I do like this. I mean, because of the way it transforms, all the gold from the vehicle mode all compresses down to the chest and shoulders and stuff, and all the blues come out in the arms and whatnot. And it looks really nice. And you got just little red highlights. A lot of the red kind of hides away, except for red, the red on the chest and stuff here. Reds and silvers are as well on the chest. So yeah, it's a good mold, and again, I love this mold, so it looks really good next to this. It's a actually pretty good paint job. I was surprised. I heard some people saying had a iffy paint job or something, but this one's really solid. The only problem mine has is the head doesn't like to plug in, which is a very common problem for me, I've noticed. Just gonna get zoomed in real quick just to look at that head again. Yeah, very different head. I don't know what the name of the Titan Master is. You can see it's a gold head, silver face, bright blue eyes. And it's like, little bits of molded detail on the forehead and whatnot. It's a nice looking head. I actually pretty like this. Yeah, and of course you can see all the reds and silvers on the chest and whatnot. It just, the distribution of color because of the transformation winds up being really good. I really like the distribution of color for this guy. And of course, posabilities, same as Triggerhappy's and whatnot, so Titan Master's on a ball joint, so it can look left and right and kind of waggle a bit, and a little bit forward and back like that. So a little up and down, but not a whole lot. Shoulders can move forward. These are really tight, by the way. These are actually all pretty tight joints. Forward and back, outward on this hinge. Bicep swivel, which is relatively unhindered, although if you want to start going really far back, you have to start moving that a little bit, but it's not a huge deal. Elbows, about 90 degrees. Waist, whoops. Yeah, that's one thing I didn't notice. This guy's on the left hand. I'm not sure if it's the gun or the hand. It's doesn't get the tightest grip on his gun, unfortunately. But waist, it moves, swivels left and right. Because of the transformation, you can kind of also wiggle things a little bit left and right, but that starts on transforming him. But I'm not sure how useful that is, but someone might find a use for it. Yeah, there's that waist though. Hips, forward, back, outward, full splits. Thighs, again tight. If anything, the hips are probably the loosest joint I've found so far, and they're still pretty. They don't move it too much. So thighs though, nice mushroom peg, and knees, thanks to the transformation, you got a pretty deep knee curl, or knee bend, I should say. It goes about that far, so pretty deep. And feet can move forward and back like this. You can adjust them as necessary and move for different poses, but no side to side. But it is sculpted in a stance, so good poses if you're willing to work for them, like always. Yeah, that's Metalhawk. Honestly, he's probably the gem of the set, at least in my set. I've heard some QC things about this whole set, but my set, this is probably the gem. This is a really good one. I'm kind of, in some ways, kind of regretting selling him, but that's just how it is. I already got Triggerhappy, and I really like him, and I know of no attachment really to Metalhawk, so. But yeah, he's a good one. He's a really nice figure. He's a really nice deluxe. He's my favorite deluxe, and that still is the case. This is a really good deluxe figure, and anyone, if you find one for a good price, go for it. It's a great figure. Even if you already have Triggerhappy, it could be a case. But if you don't have a Triggerhappy or any of the related molds, definitely get this guy. He's a good one. So yeah, this is again, Metalhawk from the Siege on Cybertron box set, and stay tuned, a couple more reviews coming soon.